Running one marathon is quite the accomplishment, but just think about the amount of dedication, training, and mental fortitude it would take to run multiple marathons day after day and in faraway places. That's the goal for one Milwaukee doctor, who, as Ellie Nakamoto-White discovered, is taking steps to save lives.
Once the loops are tied, Clark Gamblin is off every morning for hours. The Froedtert surgical oncologist
I'm very grateful for what I get to do.
Runs and runs.
Running's always been a part of my life.
The passion started in middle school.
I was kind of fast, and I would run the 100 meters, and then everyone else, they got faster. I didn't get faster, and so all of a sudden, distance running kind of became something that I had to gravitate to because I just wasn't that quick.
Running then continued through medical school, where he took on the Mississippi Marathon, followed by the Napa Valley Marathon, where he raised awareness for leukemia.
And I ran in memory of one of my friend's dads who had passed away.
Now he's completed 9.
I'm not an elite athlete. I have a full-time job. I'm a normal person.
But it's his next adventure.
I read about it and I thought, this is unbelievable, right?
That will truly test if he can go the distance.
When we begin our marathon, they'll start the clock. 168 hours. So 7 days we will have to do this challenge.
7 days. 7 marathons, 7 continents.
This is going to be a flight around the world, 60 hours in an airplane in a week. Is a lot of time on an airplane.
60 runners will compete in the World Marathon Challenge in January, going 180 miles starting in Antarctica before going to South Africa, Australia, Dubai, Spain, and Brazil before finishing in Miami.
There's training that's required to do something like this. There's also a huge kind of mental grit to it all, too, to say, what is the body capable of doing?
And that is something Dr. Gamblin found out for himself in 2018 when he was diagnosed with testicular cancer.
You can imagine, as a cancer physician, you give a lot of advice for 20 years, and all of a sudden you're having to listen to your own advice.
It's the #1 cancer that affects males ages 15 to 44.
Every hour, someone's being diagnosed. Every day, someone in our country dies of testicular cancer.
But when caught early, it's 95% curable.
I remember my oldest said, well, Dad, if you're not worried, then we won't worry.
Thankfully, after chemo and multiple operations, Gamblin is now cancer-free.
Even this, health challenge for me has enabled me to think about it differently personally when I take care of my patients. And so it's made me, I think, a better doctor.
That's why through this marathon challenge, he's not only raising money for the Testicular Cancer Awareness Foundation.
And men tend to ignore their health for some reason. I don't know why exactly.
But he's inspiring others.
You got this, you've got this. Don't doubt yourself.
Applying the same mantra he repeats while running to his patients.
I think as a cancer surgeon, there's a certain amount of optimism that one needs to be able to help patients and give them hope. I think we're much more capable of a lot of things that we don't even consider sometimes.